Mhm. Hello, Shirley. This is Barbara. I don't know if you're gonna be able to handle this, or you're gonna come out of a bag on me. You see, it really doesn't matter. Just a couple of things I need to say. Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing? Good morning. Wake up. Wake up, everybody. Trying to build a new land. Hey, Darrell, and that's 75. Good morning. How y'all doing? Well, I wasn't hoping. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but as you guys who've been following me for a while know, I'm not a person who likes subliminals. I don't like subliminals. I don't like all these nicknames, and you don't know who the fuck they're talking about. You got to spend a half hour trying to figure out who's talking about who and all. I just believe, like, just say what you have to say, right? Be as honest as you can. Give your opinion. So I want to say a couple things. First, I'm gonna let a couple of y'all get in here. Hi, Miss Sparkle Covington. T. Tricia, Ambrosia. I am Miss Red. Excuse me. I skipped you, Miss Red. All right. What we're gonna do is this. We're gonna listen to a little small taste of this. Because I need a small taste to bank these my opinions on, so I know what I'm talking about. Oh dear, the singing started already. Well, I'm going to try to make this primarily commentary. Okay, so a few days ago, I expressed my feelings about these people who were on here defending this child molester for the sake of content, calling it content when they were defending this Youngblood character, right? And it was unavoidable since certain people seem to want to defend this person. So I think this is where this started, although there's been subtle hints moving in this direction for a while. So what I'm talking about here is a man named TYESSE Jackson. I first became aware of him maybe a year ago, something like that, year and a half ago. As it turned out, I did have something. He said something on his page. I realized that he was speaking about people that I personally know from here in San Francisco. So we know some similar people. So I kind of connected with him. I said, well, he's a funny guy. It's interesting to watch him. Plus, they talked about the church experience. I'm kind of tied to the gay Christian experience and how I define that for myself. So I found him mildly interesting, right? And it seemed like he was moving kind of up the ladder pretty quickly. He's one of these ones who makes begging a part of his commentary. As a matter of fact, a primary part of his commentary. I'm a person who is opposed to begging. I just don't like niggas who's always begging and asking for shit. But that's my opinion. I understand that. I do realize that people are on the internet. They're trying to make a living, correct? But I found that mildly irritating from the very beginning. Then when he started coming on my page, he would occasionally put $50 or $20 or whatever in my chat, right? Now, this wasn't necessarily to help me, because when you want to help somebody with money, you give them a cash app so the money comes directly to him. He is a master of this, and he understands this very clearly. No, when you put it in the chat, you're only doing it for clout for yourself, correct? Because everybody's going to see, oh, he's a giver. Now I can claim I'm a giver, and I would also then these people will support me because I support them, kind of thing, right? So we went on that way for a little while, but I want to show you where we are now. And I think a big part of the problem was not necessarily those little idiosyncrasies I personally have, but when they start merging these people, right? This constant clout chase that I witnessed. Like, for instance, I'll just give you a little quick for instance. Like, for instance, Taies went over there and stole Larry Reed from Conscious TV. Define it however you want to. He stole that person, right? That was Conscious TV was his primary person on here, almost like a paid surrogate. I don't know if he does money exchange or whatever, but it was TYESSE and Larry Reed. So whatever was going on with Larry Reed, TYESSE, Conscious TV would come on and spin it in the favor of Larry Reed. Well, all these names, Lord. TYESSE went over there and stole him, correct? So now Larry Reed is hooked up with TYESSE. He also went and stole the lady Pam, the attorney. He stole her from King Jives, right? He would steal these people and turn them. He hasn't so far been able to turn Larry Reed completely against Conscious TV yet, but he certainly worked on it, right? He wants to get these people onto his channel for clout. Here's what I ran into last night.
Content creators and basically nobodies, just like nobodies when you think about it. One or two may be a former follower of mine, but just nobodies. And I'm serious. I know the TYESSE Squad. I know them. They're not fit to watch that shit. They're not. Mm-hmm. But then, they all claim they don't watch, they don't watch me. But then you see talking points and you're like, girl, and they all be in the, but they're watching right now. It's like, girl, listen.
Come on.
If I'm so problematic and all this and I'm mean and shit, like, why watch? What is it about me? Because, these bloggers.
First of all, there's not shit about you. You're just another YouTuber. I think you have something like, 10,000 subscribers, which is basically nothing, correct? But you have cultivated these people into believing that they're supposed to give you their money, correct? Now, I always disagree with you when you were over there with King Jives, who essentially, no matter what either one of you said, did make you. He gave you a platform. Nobody even heard of you and knew what the fuck where you came from or anything. You went on this channel, you tried to take over the channel, and you immediately started insulting the people who were also participants in that channel. That was already a sign of your character or lack thereof, correct? You don't go on to somebody's page and start putting down all the other people who are also participating on the page, right? If you feel like you're smarter and you feel like you're funnier, keep it to your goddamn self, correct? If you feel like you're so smart you can't participate with those people, they're all beneath you, leave, which is what eventually happened, correct? But you had no right to go in there telling people how they don't have no talent. This is not talent. You're not doing anything. You're doing the exact same thing the rest of these YouTubers are doing, child. But to go over there and put those people down, and their personality is like cold lasagna and all this old shit, child. You're insulting your coworkers. You probably never did well with on regular work because you're not a team player, correct? You're not a team player. You immediately put down every person who was on the page, and then you said that Jives was picking up trash off the street. So everybody else who's on the same panel as you, they are now trash. They do not have the fortitude and the personality that you have, because you're saying that you have talent and they don't have talent. It's just a goddamn conversation. You're just talking about, you're just gossiping, correct? Anyway, that was in poor taste. It's a matter of taste, right? Let me see let me get some more of this. Let me get some more of this, because I think it's important. And I think somebody's got to say something about it, right?
Blackers that watch my show and then go do commentary on TD.
What do you do?
Youngblood. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do it.
Mm-hmm. This is me.
I could call you out, but it ain't that serious.
Call me out. I don't care.
So basically, you sit up and watch my talking points, and then you're going to do a live about it. And then do the counter talking point of Dwayne Youngblood. Let me just say something about.
Wait a minute, honey. You have got nothing to do with no goddamn TD Jakes. You're guilty of trying to put yourself in the same conversation with TD Jakes. Everybody who comes on YouTube, honey, because they talk about TDJ, Dwayne Youngblood, whoever the fuck they want to talk about, they can talk about them. Oh, they heard from me. And that came from me. Oh, you take credit for every goddamn thing. Like we're all sitting up here looking at you because you've convinced yourself that you're some kind of remarkable talent. And you're not. He gets to this real quickly, people. I ain't gonna hold you.
I think about Dwayne Youngblood. I don't have to come on here.
Ooh, that's smart. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Come on here.
Wait a minute. I gotta say, shut up. I got one more thing. Smart by nature, his entire audience are moderators. They are the only ones that comment. Good point. I will have to go and check and see on that, but I made that observation months ago myself. They're all moderators and they're all paying him.
And do a Dwayne Youngblood expose to make people believe that I am against that type of thing. Right? So it's like, if you're not on here dragging Dwayne Youngblood, you are supporting Dwayne Youngblood.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are.
If you're on here being like, okay, listen, I don't know what TDJ's got going on. I don't know if this man is telling the truth or lying. I don't know if he's telling the truth or lying. That don't mean you support.
Wait a minute. You queens are claiming you're holy people, honey. You also involved with God and all this kind of. Where is your discernment? You don't know that boy is lying. I don't know if Youngblood is lying or not. How the fuck you don't know he's lying? He gets on these ridiculous ass, stupid ass stories, honey. And then you somebody, oh, TDJ, I don't know him. I don't know. Why are you talking? Don't talk if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know. We don't know about TDJs either. We don't know about. You're a disgrace to black people, in my opinion. You don't know. No, fuck you don't know. Did that nigga just get out of prison? You don't know about that either, huh?
Youngblood. Anybody follow me? If I'm saying I don't know TD Jakes like that, and I don't know what Dwayne Youngblood got going on. I don't know neither one of them like that. But in their mind, oh, you got to come out and just do a whole expose on that, and like what you're doing with TD Jakes is actually the opposite of what somebody else is doing for Dwayne Youngblood. So if you want to say somebody not dragging, Dwayne Youngblood is capping for him, then if you're not dragging TD Jakes,
niggas, shut up. We talking about a goddamn convicted child molester, not one who did it once or twice, one who did it for 20 years and got away with it for 20 goddamn years. And then you're like, I'm not capping for TDJ, either one of them. Like they're even, like they're on the same plane. They're on the same level, right? They're not on the same goddamn level. One is a convicted child molester girl who just got out of prison and was still on parole, and the other one is a respected pastor. The fuck you talking about? Oh, just because I don't come on and say he's a convicted, we don't need you to come on and say shit. If you don't know this one, you don't know that one, you don't know anything. You don't know who's lying. You don't know who's telling the truth. You don't know anything. So why are you talking? Is my question remains the same. If you're not going to invest the time, girl, and the only reason you're coming after Jakes is because Larry Reed was coming after Jakes, girl. You done made Larry Reed's enemies your enemies, right? You ain't got no goddamn problems in up here comparing this man like TD Jakes. It's all about TD Jakes before. The only thing they wanted to prove about TD Jakes, and we don't know that it's any truth to it at all. We don't know a goddamn thing, right? Is that he had homosexual tendencies. Trying to tie this man to all kinds of perversion because I'm not saying that he has, I have no idea. I don't care. Right. But to try to tie him now to all these immoral acts, and now he's grooming people, and you don't got to, when you have power, when you have money, You don't have to pick out one little person over there. I'll pick that one out. I'm going to take care of you for the rest of your, all that bullshit. And you can't tell if this fool is lying or not, child. You don't know Manasseh. He grew in Manasseh. And we saw the evidence of that bullshit story, girl. And we saw that it came down to nothing. Thinking of you. 45 years in ministry. Thinking of you. And you can't tell the difference, huh? You so busy trying to shove your damn nose up in Larry Reed's ass, girl. That whoever he's against, you against, right? And you keep trying to cultivate these people, and then Larry's supposed to turn on whoever you don't like, and everybody, and it all comes down to a few fucking dollars, right? Because I know what Larry Reed is. I know he gives money, girl. That's the only thing that attracted your punk ass. It's all about money. And all this goddamn begging. Nigga, you have no idea how infuriating that is to people. I can't stand when you begging constantly and you're always showing your money. How many? Look, they gave me this much. Look, I just got 400. We can get 500. We can get 600. Playing these fools, girl. And like the man just said in the chat, child, these ain't nothing but your moderators. These are the same group of people, just like a pimp goes out and get hoes. Correct? And you bleed them for every dime you can get from them because it doesn't make any difference how much money they give you. The very next day, you're coming back, and sometimes the same day, you're coming back and asking them to give you more money, right? And then you want to show, look what I'm getting these fools for. Basically, you're saying, look what I'm getting these fools for, these idiots, child. Right? Because you ain't giving I give them something. I give them. You have not gave nobody shit. There are people on here with channels that had channels for 20 years, girl. You ain't no more, you're not no more deserving than they are, child. Correct? Except for you beg. That's the only difference. They don't get, you ask not because you have not because you got, because it's all about money for you. Right? Everything's about $1. One time I saw them, you said they gave you $1,200. $1,200. The next day you asked them for another $800. And then after you got the 800, then you ask them for more money. What is this shit? Is this why you want to follow behind Larry Reed? Because you think you want to wiggle your ass into a Rolls Royce too? Is Larry Reed to you what Bernard Jordan was to Larry Reed? Is that it? Is that your stepping stone? You go on some more of this bullshit, child. How you doing, St. James? You're going to love this, baby. Hold on a minute.
Jakes, aren't you capping for him? Well, TD Jakes is not a convicted. No, he's not, but he's being alleged to be.
No, wait a minute. No, he's not. Wait a minute. You're saying it's the same thing? One who was convicted and sent away from prison for years and has been convicted of doing these things for 20 years. He's been a child molester, right? You're saying, oh no, but he's been accused. But he been accused. Nigga, I can come and accuse you of something right now, girl. Does that make it real? How are they the same thing? You went over there and started fucking with that man because you're trying to kiss up to Larry Reed. You think you're going to get in his pockets, correct? And you did steal him from Conscious TV. Just like when Conscious TV had an attitude, when he first started, you started bringing your ass over there. Every time Larry showed up, you showed up, correct? He was correct. You were after his source, honey. You were after his daddy. And you accomplished that. And you went over there and stole Pam from Jives. Right? It's bad enough you don't give that man no credit for he's the one that gave you an opportunity to present your punk ass. But now he's the arch enemy, child. You have to destroy him. But that is not reason why I'm going off on you right now. I'm going to tell your ass why I'm going off on you right now. Because that shit you did last night for 5 fucking hours, 5 fucking hours. And I've seen this thing. I've seen it and watched it grow over the last year, right? That Jives will say something about Jabba the Hutt. One statement. You got 10 videos about it. How he gonna disrespect me? He gonna call me a creature. Girl, don't let me get into that. Hold on a minute.
And you don't know neither one of these people. So I don't have to come on here and drag no damn body and do no exposés about what they done did in their life. When all of this shit is already known already. Toni Morrison says Nothing has to be exposed since it's already barefaced. But the same tired-ass, old, disgruntled punks will sit up and watch my show and then go do a live about it. You know, these girls, it's too much, y'all. I'm sorry. It's too much for them.
How do you think you're going to carry on the way you do on this damn thing and nobody's going to make a video? I don't know why they're not ripping your ass apart yet, girl. Maybe you ain't got the right ones, honey. So you took offense that I would actually have the nerve to comment on this child molester versus this spiritual king, correct? And you think I stole that from you? God damn it! I'm so anxious that my words are not coming. Hold on a minute. I'm so anxious because somebody needs to get in that ass.
For the radio, sometimes like these girls are really something else. People be sitting their ass up, jumping on panels, but when their ass is without money and hungry, and they ain't got no motherfucking money, it's the official TYESSE report that's sending dollars and cash outs to their ass. And then you want to get up and
wait a minute. Is that also reference to me? Because since he speaks in subliminals, you got to figure out who he's talking about. Nigga, I know you don't think that you by you super chatting somebody a goddamn $40 or $50, girl, that you have saved them. What? I'm poor and I need your money. Girl, I was doing this thing years before you even dreamed of it, Miss Thing. What the fuck? I need you now? No, I don't need you. I don't care a fuck about your, oh, he'll never come over here again. You should be privileged that I showed up on that punk ass page. Bitch, you got 10,000 subscribers, girl, right? You done cultivated a few stupid punks over there, girl, who giving you the goddamn money. It is not sustainable. I have been here long enough to know that what you're doing, it is not sustainable. They have blown your goddamn head up, girl, because you cultivated the ones who will give. Correct? They are not going to continue to do that because of your character or your lack thereof. You're going to eventually get on their nerves because it's never enough. It don't make no difference if did somebody give you $700 day for yesterday, girl? Did you immediately come back and beg for more? Give me more. I just want more. It is not sustainable. We have seen it over here. You also made several references to the beef sector. Hey, ding dong. Be quiet. I'm trying to read. Would you please? Thank you. They're going to do that for a while, and then they're going to get tired of doing that, and they're going to realize what an ungrateful little pig you are, correct? Because you never stop asking. You never stop asking. We are from, I know your background, boy. I know people like you, honey. I know that they are from the gutter, correct? I know the drag life. I lived out there in it, Miss Thing, right? People who have been abused and who have been made to feel like nobody cares about them. Nobody gives a fuck about them because of whatever their situation is. And therefore, they don't give a fuck about nobody else. They're angry and they're mad and they got a right to be, right? But you're not in drags no more, girl, right? Should we talk about the drag situation? Now, you say you don't do no weight reads. You say you don't do no health reads. You don't do no this, but yet you're constantly putting all these people down, right? I don't know how much money you made as a working prostitute. I'm trying to figure out how much money you made as a working prostitute in your size. Because of all the pumps that are out there for sale, girl, I'm trying to think who's going to pull over for that. Come on, man. You had to come here broke. You had to be totally broke. If you're not claiming any other kind of source of income, girl, this is like when you pour money on some poor street urchin, girl. So that's what you are. And you read like a street urchin, like somebody who doesn't have any moral compass at all. What in the fuck was that yesterday? 5 hours? 5 hours of pouncing on a man who has just lost a $50,000 to $100,000. Where in the fuck is that funny at, girl? You said the judgment came down. King Jives apparently lost $50,000 plus expenses. It's going to be over $100,000, right? Right. Instead of accepting that as a win in his mind, you know, he comes over here. He wants to get more. Oh, Dwayne, I'm just worried about that. You say you don't cap for nobody, but why is Felton's name all in your goddamn mouth then? Correct? Felton can get more. I think he can get more money than that. He'll never see any part of the 50. Why would he want to go and spend more money to get more, girl? You greedy little monster. You saying you've never had shit. You're an abused person, girl. You found your way onto the internet, girl, and you found a way to get a few of these fools to give you money, and now you think you're somebody. You ain't shit. I ain't shit. You ain't shit. We're just people online talking. Correct? But I can talk for an hour a day. Not you, baby. You got a show set after another show and another show and another show. You're obsessed with getting money out of people, and it's never, ever enough. You're so offensive, girl. Aren't you offended by people who are constantly begging? I can't stand people, even in the streets. There were people, every time you see them, they got to give them something, right? Oh, I'm doing bad right now. I ain't ate in 3 days. And just give me something, whatever, girl. You could see them eating the sandwich as you're approaching them. I ain't ate in 3 days. Oh, doing real bad, right? It's just constant begging. And these Negroes are going to get tired of it, girl. We've seen it right here in the beef sector. And what is your problem with the beef sector? You always talking about, oh, well, look what they do on the beef sector. Look what it ain't what you do. It's how you do it, girl. Why would you be over there trying to rip the guts out of this man who has just lost in excess of $100,000? Right? They talking about me. Why wouldn't he talk about you? Did you make your last 12 videos about him? Right? I'm just saying, honey. Take a break. How y'all doing today? I hope I'm not bothering y'all hero, but I'm surprised that nobody's ever spoken up about this dude, TYESSE Jackson. Right? He's in his mind that I don't know what he feels like he is, and why these people keep identifying themselves as they are the talent, and nobody else has any talent. That is so rude, honey. That is so goddamn. How you gonna determine who the fuck I am or what I am, girl? You ain't really turning nothing, girl. The numbers are not growing, honey. You're stuck at 10,000. Damn, how long you been on here? 2 years? Whatever. It's the same fools that give you that money, child. And you just throw it up in their face. Or was it yesterday? Yesterday, you had William McCray on there. You had Larry Reed on there, right? And you had to say, "Oh, Larry, William, I always support." Let me see. This is how much I gave. This is how much I gave William McCray. Was it $1,400? This is how much I gave. I've never even experienced something like that, girl. I wouldn't even want your goddamn money, nigga. If you're gonna be throwing people's money back up in their face, don't give it to them. If you don't want to give it, don't give it, girl. You want to brag about how much money you gave them, girl, right? Why? And what's this thing about? Larry Reed has done this at some point. He likes to show his numbers to how much money he can con these people out of, right? So she got to come up there every night, girl. I just got 800. I got. Can we get 900? For what? Oh, my followers. You see that? What are you jealous of a person who's got great followers who support them and get? This is how much I got today. This is how much I got today. Don't you understand, boy, that makes people hate you, or do you like to be hated? Because that seems like to me you done fell out with damn near every homosexual on here, right? God's name is just flying all over the place. It don't mean nothing no more, girl. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Now you got William McCray over there kissing his ass. That's gonna fall apart disastrously, girl. God knows what you guys are gonna do to each other, right? Because in this 5-hour conversation, wasn't William McCray over there bragging about how he called the church and how he got King Jives fired from the church? I took pictures of him and I went into the church. I went into the gay church. I sat on the first row. I took a picture of him on the stage with the gay people in the gay, and I called the bishop. I made sure he was taken down. And you're a homosexual. That boy is constantly talking about faggots. We don't say the F word. He said it. You know who he is, right? And you were sitting over there with him, correct? Why? Oh, he with Larry. It is not sustainable. People are going to get sick of you, correct? Just like I'm speaking now, there are dozens and dozens and dozens, no doubt, of people who feel the same way. They said, well, goddamn, I used to like that dude. If he would just give the commentary. You done move from giving the commentary, and when you give the commentary, it's got to be on everything. You on every subject. You predict the weather, girl. You do crime. You do celebrity. You everything. It's more and more, more and more, more. Give me some more money. Anyway, people, this is I haven't even gotten to the juicy part. If I keep my damn mouth shut.
Throw shade and do subliminals at the queen. It's okay because you'll never get another motherfucking dime from me, so it don't really matter. Okay. I was watching another person, and I know Karen. Hey, Resurrect the Word Ministries. I follow, but some folks need you to say it to know it. What do you mean by that, Ray? I'm trying to see what you mean, brother. They need to follow. Some folks need you to say it to know it. What do you mean?
Shut up.
Oh, I have to come up.
Quiet, girl. I think I just saw that nigga in my chat. I want to see what she said. Hold on a minute. I think I just saw him in my. What was TYESSE Jackson just in my chat? Damn, there's a lot of y'all in it. Oh shit. A lot of people waiting for this, honey. Hold on. Where did he? Well, he was just here, sir. I'll never something. He really thinks people are dependent on these goddamn little change of his. Everybody's not in it for money, honey. If we were in it for money, we would have left a long damn time ago, girl. I know I just saw him. I don't see him there. Oh, he must have took the video, took the comment down. Uh-huh. Well, just in case you were still watching, William, what's your name? TYESSE Jackson. I think the way you carried on, actually, this whole situation with this Felton, even though everybody's gonna say, oh, you talked about what's that fool's name? Jay Wilson, you talked about him for 300 videos. Oh, it's how you do it. If that fool was in court, I doubt that I'd be on here discussing his court case. Correct? You probably motivate him to talk about the goddamn case, got to defend it against your ass, girl. You don't go, if somebody is on the ground bleeding, you don't go and jump on top of their head, girl, and keep kicking them in their face. What kind of person? What kind of character? Oh, you talking about goddamn integral. What the fuck is integral about you? Oh, she got to go back for another round. We got to get him for another round. All that old drag queen shit from the streets, girl. No offense, trans girls. I'm talking about him. Okay, I got to take enough time to at least see what y'all saying. So it looks like this child, he done fell out with every single person on here. Everybody from, I don't know what they call themselves, church people, church. They use God. I mean, they use God like toilet paper. Yeah, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, yeah, God. Oh, God gonna told me this. God, they just throw around the name of God like it ain't nothing, girl. That makes me question, do you even believe? Do you even believe there's a spiritual force that's got an eye on your actions, right? You use that as a ploy to get on YouTube, child. And now the real you is coming out, and it is disgusting. It is disgusting. Even your girl, Miss Pam, was over there trying to tell you, well, I don't think he needs to pay more money than that, TYESSE. Oh, no, this is only the first round. This is only the first round. They got to come back and get some more. They got to get a $700,000. And the woman trying to explain to you, nigga, what has he lost is worth $750,000, child? $50,000 is like $750,000 to King Jives. Yet you got your punk ass over here the same day, girl, trying to beat this man into the ground. What do you want to see him cry? Is that what it is? Is that what he gets for trying to help your punk ass out, for introducing you to his panel, his show? The proper response is thank you. If y'all don't like each other no more, the proper response is still thank you. He did do that for me. You can't even say that, girl. Oh, I made that show. They ain't got no talent. Nobody got no talent. He picking up trash on the street, putting them on the panel. They don't deserve to be. What the fuck? Since when did you become Diana Ross, nigga? Right? Is it just in your mind? Mm. But I'm not a scary type of person. So I don't know why these people are not letting your ass have it more than they do. And maybe those boys over there do as much as they can. But you know that it's limited to how much King Jives can even talk about this shit, right? Yet you still over there trying to motivate him to talk more, and then you want to criticize him for saying anything, right? Is his life being torn apart, bitch? Is his life he gonna be paying out his ass for God knows how long this thing? But he can't say a goddamn thing about it. But you can talk about it for 5 hours, girl, right? Right? And then oh, did he say something? Did he say something? It speaks to your character, TYESSE Jackson. So here's my response to you. I think since you say you collect all these hundreds of thousands of dollars, look at this much today, look at that. Since you're doing all that, girl, take some of that money and get your ass in to see a therapist. You need somebody to talk to about your defects of character. Got it? I see you take great offense every time somebody mentions your mental health. Oh, I don't do mental health reads. I don't. Yeah, girl. Then 30 seconds later, you're doing mental health reads, body reads, hair reads, wig reads. You do everything, girl. Then you say, I don't do that. I don't do anything. I'm just humble. I just love God. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot for me to switch up, honey, but I'm switched up on you. I had enough time to look and see what you're all about. And if you really believe that I'm not eating because of your $30 or $40, girl, once every couple of months, you're sick. You're crazy, right? It's because you came from the gutter. You came from the gutter. You know what it is to be broke, right? And so then when you dig your ass out a little bit by this con game you're running on YouTube, right? And I'm rich now. I'm rich. There's only certain kind of people going around hollering about they rich, girl. Well, whatever, honey, right? Because you were so piss poor. All we got to do is look at you, TYESSE. All we got to look. You said that you were a female impersonator prostitute, girl, and we looking at you and said, Miss Thing, how'd you pull that off? Poorest of the poor, girl. You had to reach up to touch bottom, correct? And then there probably must be some mental health issues going on with you because you're quick to say that you don't do no mental health reads. You don't do no mental health reads. They say I'm crazy. You got to stop diagnosing people. You got to stop diagnosing people. Because you've been diagnosed and you know your ass is crazy, girl, right? And you got a little money and you can't handle it. You don't know how to handle having any money, right? If you could get up and walk around, you'd probably be buying all these diamonds and gold and rings and shit to walk around and see yourself, girl. But except you can't get out of the house, apparently. We still don't have a definitive answer there. Why do people keep saying you can't walk? Why do they keep saying you in a wheelchair? Why they say, girl, I thought you didn't have no legs. I said, well, girl, why they keep saying he ain't got no legs? And he don't seem to want to answer it. How you gonna do leg reads? How you gonna do leg? Why is it that you can say anything you want to these people? You spent an hour and a half going into this boy's family for the 100th time, girl, right? And they can't speak on your legs. They can't speak on your mental health. They can't speak on your background. They can't call you black and ugly. I don't want to go there with you, at least not yet, but you are, just for the record, black and ugly. Okay? Let's just be clear. That's what gets me so much confusion about you out there being a prostitute. I'm trying to say, who the hell gets somebody money for that? Let me see if I can get any more. Obviously, we're not doing no 4.5 hours. This last part in the end, he goes on about the beef sector and how we got a lot of nerve.
I come on here and say that Dwayne Youngblood is a horrible child predator. I gotta come on here and say that every time I cover this.
No, one time would be good enough.
Dwayne Youngblood is a horrible sex offender. Does that help?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then I can cover the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like these people, I tell you, this shit is crazy on YouTube. It would be a bad episode of The Twilight Zone if I didn't know it was real life. You gotta basically qualify anything you say on a story. If they don't like the person or they have a problem with the person, you can't come on and objectively cover the story. Like if you never hear you address it, they assume you. Oh, okay.
We don't like the person. Nigga, who's out here liking child molesters? You have ripped these people off, sitting up here talking about how you're so concerned with the victims, this and the victims there, and victims, all this shit, right? And then you sit up here defending the honor of this goddamn child molester. You don't see how that's offensive. We don't give a fuck about that bald-head motherfucker, right? We care about grown-ass men molesting little kids. Why is it so hard to believe, girl? What kind of a person? What are you? You tell them, baby.
I didn't know they were that damn remedial. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were that remedial.
Who?
I'm sorry. I didn't know they were that damn dumb and stupid.
Oh, they stupid. Who is that? Is that Timothy Blake?
Like
baby.
For a pedophile and like, are you that dumb? I gotta come on and give you a whole Dateline spiel on Dwayne Youngblood.
Look how she's spinning this, girl. This man is out here trying to extort $6 million out of somebody. That's what she's defending.
You feel a certain way about Dwayne Youngblood. I gotta come on here and give a whole spiel. Quiet as kept. You don't know damn TD Jakes to be capping as hard as you capping. And if some tea do come out eventually,
eventually,
you sitting your ass up there with damn egg on your face.
Egg on whose face?
That's why I say, honey, listen, I don't know no motherfucking body. So when the tea do come out, I can sit here and really cut the fuck out.
Nigga, when is it coming, girl? You say it be coming around the mountain when it comes. It be coming around the mountain when it comes. It be coming around the mountain. It be coming around the mountain. It be coming around the mountain when it comes. You sound just like goddamn what's his boy's name? What's his name? Larry Reed Live. You sounding just like Larry Reed Live. All this information is coming, yet you don't have no information. And when you release information, he leaned into me. We don't give a fuck about no child molester got leaned into when he was 19 years old and already on dick. We don't care about that, girl. Right? But you always say it's coming. You don't know TGJ. You don't know him. We don't know anybody, girl. We don't know your ass. But all we know is you will deal whatever Larry Reed says, your ass is gonna back it up, no matter if it's right or wrong. And that's why I felt like it hurt me. It was painful for me to turn on Larry Reed Live. Right? Because I thought he had an interesting personality. I said, well, this is somebody I could at least respect and listen to, girl. It hurt me. But at some point, you got to tell the truth. Tell the truth. You got to tell the truth, girl. What you're doing is wrong. What's that story in the Bible, child? You always talking about the Bible, They just throw it in like it ain't nothing, girl. Right? They don't got no belief in nothing in no damn Bible, child. Right? All they do is keep the tricks interested. Okay. So that's a very interesting point about all of these people that be in his chat. Matter of fact, brother who said that, let me go over and check something. Because I do remember saying, damn, it's like everybody in there is wait a minute. Well, she back on again today. Well, of course. Back on. Shut up, girl. So I guess she over there trying to go off of me now. Who gives a fuck? But you are correct. Damn near everybody in the chat is a moderator. He gives them a wrench and then starts getting them to give him all their money. Right? He asked for 300 last week. He'll ask for 300 this week. And like people are just giving their money up. They don't even realize when you're giving $10 this day, $20 this day, $30, you at the end of the week, you done gave that motherfucker $200, girl. And he over here bragging about, look what I did. Look what I did. Hold on a minute. I got to go to door. He going to eat his way through it, honey. Hold on a minute. Damn near everybody in there is a goddamn moderator. You are correct. Uh-huh. I guess you think they're gonna chop me up. I wouldn't give a fuck, girl. This is what I do. So yeah, eventually, honey, there be people I've been even in the beef sector. I've known them for years. I ain't coming after them. If I have a beef with them, we beef for a couple of videos and that's it. Correct? I ain't coming after them unless they're wrong. When they're wrong, I'm talking about it, goddammit. You shouldn't bring your ass on here. If you don't want nobody to talk about you, you shouldn't bang your ass on here. And this boy, just like any other bully girl, they're all so goddamn sensitive. Oh, I can't believe he had my picture up there. He had me looking like a creature. Miss Thing. All right. TYESSE Jackson, you will have to, if you were willing to be honest for a moment, you have to admit you do look a whole lot like Jabba the Hutt. Now, I'm just saying, if they were making a cartoon character of you, it would look like Jabba the Hutt. That's why they're saying it, girl. Right? And you expose your hand when you say, oh, they're making me look like a creature. They're making me look like, you're so sensitive, girl. A bully who is who's sensitive about everything. You're sensitive about them calling you mentally ill. You got to stop diagnosing people. You got to stop diagnosing people. That's letting us know, girl, that you are very insecure about your mental health. There must be a mental health history, correct? What's the other shit he's all sensitive about, child? That diagnosing people about his weight. Oh, you're doing fat jokes. Oh, how you going? Fat reads are out. Fat reads, girl, fat reads ain't never been out in the last 2,000 years, honey. If you're fat, that's the read. If you're skinny, that's the read. Or you got a fat ass head, that's the read, Miss Thing. Right? They're coming after you correctly, girl. Right? I'm just saying, honey, you want to spend so much time talking about people and talking about how they look, you have to consider what your own self look like, girl. Put Jabba the Hutt there and then put yourself there and see if you see any similarities. Right? He ain't got no neck. You ain't got no neck. He dark and ugly. You dark and ugly. He bald-headed. You're bald-headed. He got a big ass body that springs out, girl, like he can't even get out of a chair. You're the same thing, Miss Thing. Accept it. Shit. I knew this was going to happen because I said, no, this boy is getting on my nerves more and more and more just by the things that he says that are wrong. I would have much more respect for you if you would speak up for when things are right. No, it doesn't make no difference. It's just whatever Larry is fighting against, that's what you're fighting against, right? You went over and stole that boy, and you went over and stole that woman. That's what kind of person you are. It speaks to your character, correct? And I'll tell you, nobody owes you shit. You always talking about, oh, I know my worth. I know how the fuck is you worth hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, girl? You ain't worth shit. You ain't doing nothing no more than anybody else on here, girl. And it was wrong for you to go over there and destroy that King Jives, his panel. He brought your ass under the worst mistake he ever made, right? So you gonna say, oh, they talking about me. Yeah, I'm the star. I'm the star. I'm the star. Oh, they so dumb. They so stupid. You just, I don't know if you're calling me stupid or beef sector stupid or who else you calling stupid. How many more enemies you have to make, girl, right? And then you still keep those same ones, though. Oh, they don't got the same kind of followers I do. You know, TYESSE Squad this and TYESSE, he got to give them a name, right, to make them feel like they belong to something. That's part of the game. That's part of the con. People, don't you understand what that is? Yeah, I was done. When TYESSE sold out to Larry Reed, I was done with him. Grifter, exactly. Thanks, Tim, for calling them out. I knew you. Eventually, it's going to happen. Eventually, it's bound to happen, honey. And it ain't going to just be me. It ain't, honey. And them people they're going to, at some point, realize, you know what? I've been a damn fool. I've been a goddamn fool. Go to your people over there in the chat, in the blue, in the moderators. Go to your Cash app and ask them people, how much have you given to TYESSE Jackson. And then you're going to realize, you know what? I've been a goddamn fool, and it stops today. That's what happens. We have people over here that can give you testimony. How sustainable that shit is. Hell, we don't even give money like that to goddamn singers and entertainers, girl. Ain't nobody over here begging like that. You as a bitch, just a beggar. You're a beggar and a con man. Of my followers. This one just gave me $1,000. Look at that. Use that. You got me $1,000. Oh. Can we get 500? Oh, we gonna get 1,500. We gonna get $1,500 for what? Cause you told a joke. Why do these gay men always sound like Blanche Devereaux on the Golden Girls? Oh Lord, stop acting out, Nikki B. Stop acting out. Blanche Devereaux. And he wants attention. He can't maintain any kind of relationship, honey. He's still constantly trying to prove how much better he is than somebody. I don't get it. You don't sing. What do you do? They don't have the talent like me. The talent. That a bitch. If I can hold your interest, that's the talent. That's all it is, honey. Ain't nothing else. Very insecure. Honey, that boy is from the gutter. Anytime somebody look like that tells you that they were a prostitute, they from the gutter. Honey, that's from all night long, $20. Now he talking about, oh, they only give you $5 cash app. What about the cash app? Girl, they should ban your ass from saying the word cash app. You can't handle it, girl. And what do you do with money? What are you going to do with money? You can't even get out the house. You cooking lunch, hollering, tastic tea. I don't know what these people think that you're intimidated by it. I ain't intimidated from shit on here, girl. Right? If I see wrong, I'm calling it out. Cold lasagna pan. Ooh. No, Pam was over there with King Jives. They were fun. They were friends. And then TYESSE stepped his ass in it, right? So he went and stole her. And he prejudiced her against King Jives. That's what happened with and he attempted to do that with Conscious TV. And he's only partially successful so far because they will have to dissolve that completely, honey. I want the ones that bring in money. I want the ones that bring in money. They ain't got no money. They ain't got no. I know Larry's been breaking them off. That's his character. That's what he does. I God before everything. Start from the beginning, child. I just knew it. I kept telling my friend, Gamage, I ran into him at Safeway. We live only a few blocks from each other, right? So I was at Safeway. He was coming out of Safeway, and he was telling me, oh, I see TYESSE over there chopping you up. I said, what? I said, where? I said, where is the point? Because I know it's coming. It's coming because the boy is so wrong. Your personality sucks ass. That's a street personality. That's not a good person. Niggas always hollering about how integral they are. Yeah, I mean, you integral, all right. If I give you $1,000, will you be super integral tonight? Oh, this is your friend, Darius. How you doing, Darius? Oh, welcome to the channel. His followers finance those trips to the hotels for the boys. Child, you know, who in the hell gonna be going to hotel rooms on a regular basis in their city where they live? I can tell you what happened. I know it from the streets, honey. At some point, one of them boys he done drug home has robbed him or terrorized him or beat him up, and he is committed to himself that he is no longer bringing his paid-for trade to the house. Why is he paid for? Or look at him. He goes to, why would you even want to lay down in a bed down the street from your house? No, that's when you paying prostitutes. That's what happens. When you pay prostitutes, you get a hotel room, right? And you guys are paying for it because you're dumb. Because he showed you right there what he got tonight, right? He gonna hand that over to the hotel. Oh, I'm going to a good hotel. So you can go to a hotel room. You can pretend that you're successful to the hustlers, right? Oh, there was one over here last night. He served me a real good piece. He served you because you paid him, correct? Now, you should be over there, instead of worrying about who's on Ozempic and so forth. If there's anybody on here, TYESSE, on Ozempic, it should be you. You are the case study, Miss Thing. You should be trying to take some of that fat off your ass while you still have a little bit of youth left, girl, because it's almost over, right? You'll be paying for the rest of your life, and it's jeopardizing your health, girl. Right? You do have diabetes, correct? That's not a read. I have diabetes, girl, but I'm not ashamed. I don't got to lie and all this bullshit, girl. God damn. Go get your ass some help so you can grow a neck. You can have a neck. That's what a neck is. You ain't seen your neck in years, girl. And then you mad because they call you Jabba the Hutt. Someone who's used to not having that much. If he spent his life as a female impersonator, a drag queen, prostitute, girl, he ain't making no money. Girl, there are girls out there with hourglass figures, look just like a woman, honey. Why in the fuck would you go and pick up TYESSE Jackson, girl? Because she got a wig on her head. Come on. Like the money was just rolling in. Some real, that's real. I can't imagine. I don't know who would come out their pocket for that, honey. I'm sorry. Let's see what else y'all say. Oh, thanks. Somebody gave me a coin. I didn't even have to beg for it. Thank you. Is it Clarinda Davis? Thank you, Clarinda Davis. He said he the hardest working man in show business. He said, "Oh, bitch, you the hardest begging man in the con game. Is what you are, child. You need to take God's name out your mouth and stop using it so that frequently. When you ain't no spiritual person, girl, and nothing spiritual about you. That's why you're drawn to the mess. Eventually it's going to be all mess, right? You're almost there now. Leave that man alone. Let him lick his own goddamn wounds, honey. There's nothing fly about some goddamn bully jumping on somebody when they're bleeding. Correct? Then he wants to be Larry so bad. He think he gonna end up in you got to get you apparently Larry's got quite a bit of help from Bernard Jordan, girl. You got to get you a daddy. Larry ain't giving up the coin like that. He ain't got it like that. Now he's another one likes to talk about all the money he got. But when you watch the numbers, 1,000, 2,000 views, that girl, it ain't coming from this. You rich and you big daddy rich and all that shit, girl. It is not coming from YouTube. I'm not gonna get paid up. This was today. I'm not gonna get paid. I'm gonna be demonetized on this page. I'm gonna be demonetized. This is what he was talking about on this thing, this 5-hour video yesterday, right? You're only saying that, TYESSE Jackson. Let's call it out, honey. You're saying that because you want people to give you more money, because you're going to be demonetized. I'm going to be demonetized because he said a bad word. He said the F word. He said the F word. Oh, I know I'm going to be demonetized. If you weren't demonetized, girl, you'd be getting $11 and $12 for these videos. They ain't worth shit, girl. These videos ain't worth a goddamn. If you're doing it for the money, you're a goddamn fool. You're doing it for the Cash App. I'm not gonna get no money for it. Well, girl, why don't we give you a one-time offering of $11 then? Because that's what you were gonna get from this video. But these ones that he got over there, Gerald, I guess they just pump it out their ass at sport. It is a mystery why some of God's children work so hard and get nothing, and others, these charlatan devils, You'll give your money to him, to them. That's what these videos are worth, child. I do 1 hour videos. When I look at the thing, it makes me want to cry. The AdSense. I guess if you stretch it out for 5 hours, that'd be 5 times 11. So you can get $55 for spending your entire day. What's going on, Jesse? Oh, shit. I ain't got nothing to do with that part, Jesse. How did you turn on Larry Reed and TYESSE in a single year? Because they were wrong. If they're wrong, I'm calling it out. No, I'm not looking for no damn another Jay Wilson. He got so sickening and boring, silly. I couldn't even watch him anymore. So I guess I got to find somebody to talk about, girl. But I'm only talking about you if you're wrong. If you're right, I'll talk about that too. You do something good, I ain't got no problem talking about that. Right? That I just kind of fell into that thing with Larry Reed. I don't remember all the details about it, but I didn't like all that TD Jakes stuff. And to see that they're persisting in that and keep going and going and going, girl, it's sickening to me. And it's wrong. Right? So that's what happened. Attacking. I could deal with bullies. I never could. Even in high school, honey. If somebody's beating on somebody, girl, who is significantly smaller than them or whatever, girl, I go over there and whip the shit out of them just automatically. I know they fucking cowards. The way she kept going on and on and on, this boy could barely get up off the ground. This nigga keep kicking him in the head. Yes, he is a bully. And then the way he talks to the people, honey, how many people have you blocked, TYESSE Jackson? He talks to them like dogs, honey. Can't help it, so it's your character, your true character. Let me see if I got anything left. I'm at my hour, so let me just see.
Either way, because I didn't go hard in the paint for nobody.
Does Tim have a Cash App? Yes, it's here.
I'm not going hard for nobody I don't fucking know.
So, sister, we put my Cash App in there.
People, to be speaking in definitives like I know TD Jakes. I don't know him.
Well, shut up about him then.
I know his ministry.
Is that bad?
I know his television presence.
Is that bad?
I don't know him.
You know what you know about him? Everything you said was good.
Hey, Lamar, what's up?
I just wanted to say that.
Thank you, Rimon.
About the great news on today. Watching your live earlier.
I don't know who that is.
Beautiful things happened today, TYESSE.
Then he gets William McRae on there. He gets William McRae on there, child. She goes and tells him all the evil shit she done did to people, honey. You're gonna keep on and keep on till one of these niggas gonna get knocked upside his head, right? Somebody gonna get their ass hurt. You live in Los Angeles, honey. It's where a whole lot of people live at, girl. Right? You're gonna run your mouth too many times, and somebody gonna check your ass in the physical or legally. You talking about all what King Jives does? What are you doing that's so different? If any of these celebrities want to come after you, you know the kind of shit you say about these celebrities, girl. If any one of them wanted to be bothered with your punk ass, girl, they could sue you. You ain't doing nothing no different. You so tight with Felton. Little bitch. Anyway, people. Anyway, we don't went on enough about this bullshit. He's on right now. I guess he's gonna try to read, girl, whatever, Miss Thing. Like I give a fuck. Y'all have a wonderful day. What is the day? Wednesday? Well, I got some errands to do. Cold lasagna. Thank y'all for coming in. Later.